G'day friends and all viewers. Chris coming at you from Australia. As Harry Potter would say, it's the place to be. It certainly is. But I just wanted to share something with you because I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there about, life and the quality of life and how you derive quality of life. And one of the things people misconceive is the idea of friendship. Friendship, that's right. Or being lonely or not lonely, all these kind of things. You see, as a more mature age person now, and somebody who's read the Bible, I understand what Paul was talking about, the Apostle Paul, when he said that he has learned, kind of the trick of all situations of being with stuff or without stuff. Doesn't matter to him. It didn't matter to him. It doesn't matter to me either. Whether you're with a lot of things, a lot of possessions and a lot of prosperity, or without a lot of possessions and a lot of prosperity. If you have no friends, as the world defines friends, or you do have a lot of friends, as the world defines them. But in my experience, what I've really come to understand is that friends, you can take them or leave them because they tend to be of a certain category, and it's like hangers-on, people hanging around to get something, basically. Groupies or hangers-on, people that are hanging around for some reason that benefits them, not you. That is what the world classifies as a friend. It's not what I call a friend. My one true friend is my God, my Lord and Saviour, Jesus of Nazareth, or in the Aramaic, Isho of Nazareth. God incarnate. That's right. Man, fully man, and God, fully God. He is my one true friend because he knows me better than I know myself. And his friendship is like a bazillion friends, so-called, on the earth. So, do you think I need friends? I don't need friends. What I need is to be in relationship with God, my Lord, my Creator. He is my greatest friend. And the quality of friendship that he gives me is insurmountable, uncountable, uncomparable. This idea of you're a lonely person and you don't have any friends. In the words of Dickens in his novel on Ebenezer Scrooge, bar humbug. Bar humbug, I'm not worried about hangers-on or groupies. I don't need them. I don't need them. We shouldn't be worried about these things. Seriously, the idea of having friends or, people that are close to us or significant others or whatever, that all fades away when you bring up the question of eternity. So whatever relationships you have now, they're fleeting in comparison to the relationship you're going to have or won't have with your God, your Saviour. If you have that relationship, it's eternal. It lasts forever. And remember that no mind has conceived what God has in store for those that have believed in him. It's a wonderful place, heaven. It's beyond your imagination. It's beyond my imagination. But it will be a paradise. There's no doubt about that. And like the man who found a pearl, he knew that he had found something of great value and he held onto it dearly. That is what God says the kingdom of heaven is like. It's like a man who finds something that's so valuable, so precious, that he holds onto it with all his life. He's willing to give up his life for it. As too am I. And in the words of Paul, I count this life as a loss, really, compared to the riches of heaven. And his death, my death, as gain. I count my death as gain. And this life is a loss, a dead loss. It's rubbish. So don't worry about so-called friends or so-called relationships in this world, in this life. Because if you have a relationship with God, you know He loves you. And why do you know He loves you? Because He gave His one and only Son, that we may have life and have it to the full. Our God sacrificed His own Son that we could live. We could become like Him. What an incredible gift. Why would you forgo that for anything this world has to offer? This fleeting existence. So, the choice is yours. God bless you all.